like the struggles of being a point guard on a new team and trying to like find yourself. Do you feel like that's kind of happened in the last couple of weeks? Like it just feels like you're shooting it more comfortably, maybe a little bit more decisive. To me, it looks like you have, but I'm curious from your perspective if it's starting to feel like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's different being on a team, coming from Orlando, playing a different role, and being on a championship team now playing a different role. I mean, it's really different. It may seem easier, if you're not out there doing it, but once you're out there and you're playing like with guys like Giannis and Chris and Drew all at the same time, it's kind of hard to find your mark on the floor. But I just been trying to just take it day by day, get better, and it's a long season, so I know that. I mean, I've been in the league a long time. I know how things can change, after a few games. So I'm just trying to stick with it mentally and do all the right things off the court.
What have you found is something that's helped you with that? Because it does feel difficult, like to be the fourth or fifth guy with three guys that are that talented as those three.
Yeah, I mean, those guys are so unselfish. So it's just really just being mentally ready to, catch the ball and shoot. Try to make plays. I'm so used to having the ball in my hands, and with those guys, it's kind of, you got to wait and, be ready to shoot and just be ready, and those guys do a great job of trying to find me and get me involved. So, like I said, I just got to just stay with it and just keep pushing, man. That's all you can do in a long season like this.
Jim Ozarski.
Hey, DJ. Well, along those lines, we had asked Bud about you playing with Drew off ball a little bit. This was right before the Toronto game. He's like, well, we like it. Maybe we haven't done it as much as we thought we would. And then here we've seen you paired up with Drew quite a bit here these last few games. I don't know. Is that also part of the comfort of being, Giannis is facilitating, Chris is facilitating, and finding that comfort off ball and with Drew maybe maybe he's running it at that point too?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is, man. Basketball is a game of rhythm, and it's different. Like I said, I'm so used to having the ball in my hands at all times. Being off the ball it's a difference for me. So I'm just trying to adjust and do everything I can to be ready and knock those shots down when I get them, when Giannis passes and when Drew passes and Chris. Like I said, they're so unselfish and they draw so much attention on the offensive end. So yeah, just doing everything I can to be ready to knock those shots down and do my job and play my role.
Forgive me for not knowing all of the stops in the offenses you've been a part of in your career. Is this the most you've maybe been asked to be off ball or to allow someone to maybe initiate, maybe it comes back to you around it, for a second, go at it. But have you been asked to do this that often, or is it really kind of learning on the fly?
No, this is my first time, and it's actually my first time being on a team with guys like Drew and Giannis and Chris, and actually being on the floor with three guys like that at the same time. So it's a difference. I never played with a team like this, but it's a challenge, and I'm always been able to accept challenges and overcome them. And it's just another challenge in my career that I'm trying to figure out. And like I said, it's a long season, and that's one thing I do know, and I'm gonna just keep pushing and keep sticking with it till things turn around.
Really quickly, Eric, is there or DJ, excuse me, is a night like tonight where there's 6 assists and 13 points in the outside shot? Is it a kind of a building block? Does it feel kind of like what you were saying to Eric earlier, like something was clicking or feeling a little better? You can kind of build off of this, or what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, you can always build off of good games. Whenever you have a good game as a player, it builds your confidence, and you can always build off of it, but we don't know what the next night's going to hold. We may have a bad shooting game. So you can't really get caught up in that. You just, like I said, what I've always done is just, I never been too high, I never been too low. I always try to stay even and just keep working. And that's all you can really do in this profession.
Zora Stevenson.
Yeah, just a quick one for you, DJ. Did the energy in the arena today feel different than the experiences you all had on the road? I don't know, maybe it was me, but this tonight felt louder for some reason, and I could hear you all better than the previous.
I think, yeah. I mean, for us, this was a must-win for us. After coming off those 2 losses we just had, it wasn't a good feeling around the building. It wasn't a good flight back home to Milwaukee. So, when you're on a team like this, the atmosphere is a little different. And tonight was a must-win for us, and that's how we played, and that's how we came out from the jump.